Stoic philosophy, like a beacon of wisdom in the tumultuous sea of existence, enlightens us with a profound perspective on why we should not fear rebirth from nothing in life. At their core, the Stoics reveal to us that the essence of our happiness and fulfillment is not found in external circumstances, but in our ability to shape our response to them. It invites us to look with new eyes at the idea of a rebirth that we sometimes fear, because in reality, it is a journey to the heart of our own essence. Like fallen leaves dancing in the wind, our lives take uncertain paths, and in those unexpected turns, we find opportunities to be reborn. Each new chapter that opens in the story of our existence is a blank page where we can write with courage and determination. It is the possibility to reinvent ourselves, to become more authentic versions of ourselves, to learn from the lessons of the past and embrace a future full of possibilities. On this journey, the words of the Stoics are a guiding beacon, reminding us that we are not prisoners of our circumstances, but architects of our destiny. When we look to the uncertain horizon of a new beginning, we must remember that life, like the sea, may be calm or tumultuous, but our responsiveness, our inner wisdom, is what shapes our experience. Rebirth from nothing is not an end in itself, but a constant rebirth in the river of life. It's the opportunity to redefine our dreams, embrace challenges, and discover the beauty in impermanence. Every day, every moment, is a potential rebirth, and in that truth lies the depth of our existence. The Stoics teach us that, ultimately, life is a constant flow, and we are the navigators of that eternal river. So, when faced with the possibility of a new beginning, embrace uncertainty boldly, because in the darkness of the unknown, you can find the light of your own wisdom. You are the author of your story, the captain of your ship in the vast sea of life. In every rebirth, you will find an opportunity to be more authentic, wiser, stronger. In each rebirth, you will discover the beauty of transformation and the inexhaustible source of life. Life, that eternal flow of moments, teaches us with the wisdom of the Stoics that it is composed of a symphony of incessant changes. In its composition, we find challenges that shake our being and losses that, sooner or later, will cross our path. Instead of stubbornly resisting these inevitable realities, the Stoics invite us to embrace them with courage and serenity. When you find yourself facing the blank slate of a new beginning, whether as a result of a painful loss or an unexpected twist in your destiny, a precious opportunity arises before you. It is in these moments of starting zero that Stoic principles can shine with a special intensity. Here, on this blank page of life, you are presented with the possibility of applying these ancient teachings to grow and flourish in the midst of uncertainty. The Stoics urge us to find strength in adversity, to mold our character in the crucible of suffering, to discover peace in the midst of the storm. They are like the philosopher-poets of existence, reminding us that life, in its ephemeral nature, is a blank canvas that we can fill with the colors of resilience and wisdom. On this canvas, our experiences, whether the losses that hurt or the changes that challenge us, become brushstrokes that define our personal masterpiece. Thus, amidst the changing notes of life's symphony, we can learn to dance gracefully, to face the storm courageously, and to find beauty in every change. The Stoics, masters of serenity, remind us that at the zero starting points, in the moments of greatest challenge, there is the opportunity to grow, to flourish and to write our own history with the tinge of inner strength. We must not conceive of this rebirth as a mere return to passages already traveled, nor as a defeat on the vast stage of our existence. Rather, we are to embrace it as the dazzling dawn of a renewed being, a resurgence of our essence, a rebirth from the depths of our being. In this process of inner metamorphosis, we display immense power, capable of distilling valuable lessons from past experiences and, masterfully, using that wisdom as the mortar that builds the foundations of a richer and more deeply meaningful life. Every episode, even the most challenging and dark, is presented to us as a chapter in the immense book of life. Each tribulation, a verse that is inscribed in our being, a chord in the eternal poem of existence. Thus, in this rebirth, we become eager students in the great school of life. Every trial, every mistake, every achievement, becomes a lesson etched in the pages of our soul. We become stronger, we weave our experiences into a mantle of deeper understanding of ourselves and the vast cosmos that surrounds us. It is in this process that we forge the true self, an ever-evolving masterpiece, a symphony of experiences and wisdom that guides us to unknown horizons and to a deeper understanding of the wonder of being. Thus, we rise, like the sun in its rebirth, illuminating our own path and, perhaps, that of others, toward a full awakening and the promise of an ever-blooming future. The acceptance of uncertainty stands as a solid pillar in the temple of Stoicism, an ancient wisdom that calls us to embrace the inherent transience of existence with open arms. On this journey of life, marked by changing tides and fickle winds, the Stoics bequeath us timeless advice. It is not a matter of clinging to rigid plans shattered by the onslaught of the unpredictable, nor of anchoring oneself in a past that, like an ephemeral dream, vanishes with the light of dawn. In the crucible of the Renaissance, we find the opportunity to sculpt ourselves with the skill of a craftsman, masterfully shaping our responses and attitudes. While we cannot hold the helm of external circumstances at all times, we can courageously maintain control of the internal compass that guides our steps. Life, like the ocean, is vast and ever-changing, and in its vastness, we find a blank canvas on which to paint the portrait of our own reinvention. It is in this dance between what we cannot control and what we can shape with our spirit that we discover the essence of Stoic freedom. In the midst of the storm or in the stillness of the calm, we can embrace the philosophy of living with serenity, trusting that we are capable of adjusting our internal sails to deftly navigate the tumultuous seas of existence. It is thus that rebirth becomes a blank canvas where we can sculpt a stronger, more resilient self, and where our attitudes, like flashing lights at night, can illuminate our path and, perhaps, that of others who follow the trail of our footprint in the sand of time. The fear of undertaking once more, like a captive bird, flutters in the hearts of many, whispers doubts in the shadows of the mind. This fear is rooted in the root of the unknown, in the uncertainty that is woven into the webs of the future. But the Stoics, wise masters of antiquity, reveal to us an ancient secret. True wisdom and strength lie not in the flight from the unknown, but in the courage that resides in our being to embrace what we do not yet know. As intrepid navigators of life, it is in uncertainty that we chart our routes, where we raise the sails of hope and self-confidence. It is a vast and mysterious ocean that stretches out before us, and in its vastness, lies the promise of countless treasures and challenges. The Stoics urge us to throw ourselves into the abyss of uncertainty with an open mind, as explorers of the unknown, as artists in creating our own narrative. It is here, in this dance with the uncertain, that we forge our wings to soar through the unpredictable skies of life. Every challenge, every surprise, is a chapter to be written in the book of our existence. With each step in the shadows, we cultivate the ability to adapt and flourish, like tender shoots in a newborn forest, in the new and challenging circumstances that life throws at us. Let us remember, as the Stoics teach us, that fear is only a momentary companion on our journey. It is the courage to embrace the unknown, the curiosity to explore uncharted terrain, that allows us to grow and evolve. Through uncertainty, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, we find our true strength and wisdom, ready to spread the wings of our soul and fly towards a horizon full of promise and possibility. Finally, like a golden chapter in the book of Stoic philosophy, the transcendental importance of authenticity and virtue is inscribed. When the canvas of life unrolls before us, ready to be colored with the brushstrokes of a renaissance, we are given a time of pause, a corner of introspection where our values and priorities can be polished like precious gems in the crucible of experience. This journey, this reset, is a blank canvas on which each of us, as artists of existence, can paint with the palette of authenticity. It invites us to delve into the depths of our being, to question our motivations, and to discover what is truly valuable in our earthly journey. The ashes of the past can be swept away, and in their place, we can forge a life rooted in our deepest values. Virtue, like a beacon in the storm of life, stands as our guide on this path of rebirth. By embracing the opportunity to start anew, it allows us to rise above the shifting winds of the outside world and head toward a safe harbor within our being. It is in this process of reinvention that our actions can be tinged with the nobility of a deeper purpose, where the pursuit of virtue becomes the north of our compass, and authenticity becomes the beacon that illuminates our path. Thus, in this rebirth, we can forge a more virtuous life, a life in which our actions and decisions are imbued with meaning and purpose. In authenticity, we find the key to unlocking the door to a fuller and more meaningful life, a life in which our existence becomes a masterpiece of authenticity and virtue, an epic that transcends time and space, leaving a lasting imprint on the canvas of eternity. In this corner of the universe, let us always remember that there is no farewell without a new dawn. As we bid farewell to the past, we embrace the gift of a new beginning. At each final point, we find the seed of a story yet to be written, of dreams to be woven, and of a being to be discovered. So, without fear or hesitation, let us rise like the sun in its rebirth, ready to write the pages of our new life with courage and passion. May every step be a verse in a symphony of our destiny, may every challenge be a springboard to the heights of our fulfillment. Let us always remember that the journey is as important as the goal, and that every moment, every choice, every rebirth, are the brushstrokes with which we paint the canvas of our existence. At every starting point, we find the promise of a luminous destiny. So, go ahead, with a light heart and an open mind, let us walk towards the new horizon with the certainty that we are the architects of our own rebirth. I say goodbye, but not before remembering you. I'm Stoic, are you?